I hear my mom calling me. It was a quiet Saturday afternoon, and I was in my room, headphones on, immersed in my favorite music. The sun filtered through the curtains, casting soft shadows on the walls. I was home alone, or so I thought. My parents had gone out for groceries, and my little brother was at a friend's house. I loved these moments of solitude, where I could escape into my world. Suddenly, the melody in my ears faded as a voice broke through the silence. It was my mom's voice, calling me. "Honey. Come here, please." I pulled off my headphones, puzzled. The voice sounded close, echoing through the house. I looked at the clock. It was too early for my parents to be back. Still, the tone of her voice was urgent, almost frantic. I felt a chill run down my spine, but I brushed it off, convincing myself that I was just hearing things. "Mom." I called back, my voice shaky. No response. I stood up and walked to the top of the stairs, peering down into the dimly lit hallway. "Mom." I called again, but only silence greeted me. The house felt eerily quiet, and an unsettling feeling began to settle in my stomach. Deciding to investigate, I cautiously made my way down the stairs. As I reached the bottom, I heard her voice again, this time more insistent. "Honey. Come down here. I need you." It was coming from the living room. I hesitated, my heart racing. There was something about the way she called me that didn't feel right. It was familiar yet different, like a haunting echo from a dream. "Mom." I asked again, this time a little louder. Just then, the living room door creaked open slowly. I was filled with dread as I took a step forward. "Mom, are you there?" I entered the room and turned on the light, revealing a perfectly normal living room, but my mom was nowhere in sight. The room was empty, and the TV was off. A sense of foreboding washed over me. I could feel my heart pounding in my chest, and every instinct told me to run back upstairs. Then, out of nowhere, I heard her voice again, clearer this time, as if she was right behind me. "Honey, come here." I spun around, expecting to see her standing there, but the room was still empty. Panic surged through me. "Mom!" I shouted, my voice trembling. "Come to me," the voice beckoned, sounding sweet yet chilling. It seemed to echo all around me, almost mocking. I could feel my breath quickening, and my instinct screamed at me to get out. I dashed back to the stairs, but as I turned to run, I caught a glimpse of something in the corner of my eye, a shadow darting past the hallway. I froze, my heart racing. It wasn't my mom. With every ounce of fear surging through me, I sprinted back to my room and slammed the door shut, locking it behind me. I pressed my back against it, breathing heavily, listening intently for any signs of movement. The house was silent again, but then I heard it once more, my mom's voice, now soft and eerie. "Honey, I'm right here. You don't need to be scared." I squeezed my eyes shut, willing myself to wake up from this nightmare. I could feel tears welling up as the voice continued, whispering my name, calling me softly, trying to lure me out. "No. You're not my mom." I screamed, my voice breaking. The whispers stopped abruptly. An unnatural silence filled the room, and I held my breath, waiting. Then, I heard it, a soft tapping on the door, followed by a familiar voice, the one I had heard so many times before. "Honey, let me in. It's me." My heart sank. It was my mom's voice again, but there was a twist to it, something dark hidden beneath the surface. After what felt like an eternity, I mustered the courage to speak. "Are you really my mom?" "Of course, sweetheart." "Let me in, please," she replied, her voice dripping with desperation. I hesitated, my mind racing. I remembered how my mom always told me to never open the door for strangers. But this was my mom, wasn't it? I took a deep breath and whispered, "You're not my mom. My mom is at the store." There was a long pause, then the voice changed, becoming deeper and more sinister. "Let me in, or you will regret it." The door rattled violently as if something were trying to force its way in. Panic surged through me, and I backed away, clutching my phone, ready to call for help. In that moment, I heard the front door slam shut, followed by the sound of footsteps running through the house. "Honey," my real mom's voice called from the front. "I'm home." Relief flooded through me, but the fear lingered. I unlocked my bedroom door, flinging it open to see my mom standing in the hallway, groceries in hand, looking concerned. "What's wrong?" she asked, her brow furrowed. "I heard you yelling." I hesitated, glancing back at my room, still feeling the weight of what had just happened. I thought I heard you calling me," I stammered, my voice shaking. My mom frowned and stepped forward, pulling me into a comforting embrace. "You must have been dreaming, sweetie.